Good morning, everyone! So for today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys a very information-dense type of video. Basically, I wanted to create a video for those of you guys who are looking to try out different skincare products. You kind of don't know what to look for, especially if you're looking to treat acne. So these are ingredients that are known for treating acne, helping acne, preventing acne, all that kind of good stuff. So consider this like a cheat sheet for skincare ingredients for acne. Before I get started, I do want to note that number one, a lot of these skincare ingredients are going to have very similar properties. There's going to be a lot of repetition in this video, but basically, like I mentioned before, this is kind of like a starting point for those of you guys who just have no idea what to look for when it comes to acne. And then disclaimer number two, this is not every single ingredient that is good for acne. I just kind of picked some that you'll see a lot and that are very popular when it comes to treating acne. Also, disclaimer number three, I am not a scientist. I don't do anything within chemistry, so feel free to fill in any information I might miss, but basically I just like to research topics and share them with you guys. Aloe. Now we all know aloe is good for when you get a sunburn, but aloe is also very good for your skin because it has soothing and very calming properties to it. So of course there is a lot of irritation that is associated when you have issues with acne, so aloe will help soothe that redness and irritation. It's also antibacterial and antiviral. Propolis. Now propolis is a very popular ingredient when it comes to Korean skincare because it helps speed up the healing process of wounds historically. So of course when you apply that to acne, it'll help heal up your acne and kind of speed up the recovery process. Honey in any form is excellent for antibacterial, antimicrobial, antiviral type of treatments. So honey is also very good for like DIY masks or anything like spot treatments. So there are a lot of different forms of honey, but propolis tends to be the most popular one you'll see. Snail filtrate slash mucin slash whatever other names they want to call it. Basically it's snail, and I love snail personally. It's excellent because it helps improve the elasticity of the skin, because when you think about a snail, it goes over a lot of like jaggedy edges and things like that, so it being able to heal itself faster and kind of deal with that through the elasticity is kind of the idea behind employing snail mucin, snail secretion, snail filtrate into skincare. There's also a lot of proteins and glycolic acid, which is also why snail filtrate is excellent for those of you guys who are dealing with acne or acne related issues. Now I'm going to go ahead and breach the topic of AHAs and BHAs very quickly, but I do have a full skincare short on them which I will link below in case you want to get more information about it. But AHA is essentially alpha hydroxy acid. That term covers glycolic and lactic acid, and AHAs are better for those of you guys who have dry skin and might be dealing with acne. BHAs is salicylic acid, beta hydroxy acid, and that's really good for those of you guys who have oily skin and you're dealing with acne. They're both chemical exfoliants, so they both work to slough off dead skin, help kind of with oil regulation and getting things out of your pores that really shouldn't be in there that are probably clogging them. Green tea. So green tea is not only excellent for you to drink, but it is also excellent for your skin because it has a lot of polyphenols and it has a lot of free radical fighting components. It also works as an anti-inflammatory and soothes the skin, so that's excellent. I personally like putting tea bags on my skin when I feel like my skin's really irritated, so it's an excellent ingredient that you'll see incorporated in a lot of products designed for acne. Tea tree oil, kind of another tea, not really. Tea tree oil is excellent for a lot of different things. Besides acne, it is a powerhouse when it comes to like antimicrobial, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. You'll see a lot of people using tea tree oil as a spot treatment. It's also good for those of you guys who might be suffering from other skin-related issues like eczema, rosacea, psoriasis, that kind of thing. Next ingredient is clay, and clay is kind of an umbrella because if you've ever done research on clay, there are so many different types of clay, kaolin clay, glacial clay, all kinds of different ones that are great for your skin. Now basically how clay works is it pulls out impurities from your skin, so those are basically the things that are causing your acne. Clay, naturally with all of its minerals, is very detoxifying and it purifies your skin. One thing I like to note whenever I talk about clay or clay products is just Don't let it dry on your skin because at that point it usually pulls out too much of your natural oil. You do need some natural oil in your skin. The rule of thumb that I usually go by when it comes to clay masks, because I use them myself, is if I can touch it and it doesn't transfer, that usually means it's ready to come off, but it's still kind of damp feeling. Now sulfur kind of follows along this same vein as a clay ingredient because it also pulls out impurities and detoxifies the skin. And it also works to exfoliate your skin and to slough off dead skin very gently. Now, topical retinoids that are derived from vitamin A are not only good for your skin when you're trying to deal with aging issues, but it's also good because it works as an exfoliant. And exfoliants are good for your skin because it helps remove that layer that could be clogging your skin. Basically any excess oil, makeup, dead skin specifically. This is really good for helping prevent acne. I'm personally very sensitive to this ingredient, so just proceed with caution. It's definitely still a great ingredient, but I personally find that it's somewhat irritating if you don't use it properly. Now, willow bark extract is starting to gain popularity on the market because it's actually a natural form of salicylic acid. We've already covered salicylic acid as to why it is great for those of you guys who are dealing with acne, but it's also kind of a cool ingredient to start looking into if you haven't tried it yet. Centella asiatica is also a very popular ingredient when it comes to acne products because it was also historically used to speed up the healing process of wounds because it's naturally anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and antimicrobial. So bamboo extract is another one of those ingredients that seems like it's new on the market, but it's actually been used for hundreds, if not thousands of years because, again, it's known for speeding up the healing process of wounds because it's anti-inflammatory and it's antibacterial. It's also really good because it helps your skin maintain moisture, which is good for protecting your skin. I've got another ingredient here on my list that's known for speeding up the healing process of wounds, which I guess if you think about it, that's technically what acne is, but it's birch extract. Birch extract is also cool because it acts as a natural astringent. Next we have charcoal, and there's a reason why you'll see a lot of beauty bloggers or beauty hackers using it to clean and whiten their teeth. It's because charcoal also pulls out impurities from whatever it's on or interacting with. So because of that, it'll act to prevent breakouts, but it will also help pull out anything that might be causing current breakouts. These next two ingredients are on my list because they deal with hyperpigmentation that is often associated with acne. If you want a full video with more ingredients and more information about hyperpigmentation, I will link it down below. I've made like a skincare 101 video on how to deal with hyperpigmentation, so definitely go check that out. But I just wanted to throw these two ingredients in here because I also think that they're very valuable in this video as well. So first we have niacinamide, which is basically touted for dealing with hyperpigmentation and dark spots, and that's because it kind of slows down the transfer of melanin to the top surface of your skin, and that's what is technically hyperpigmentation. It also helps build up the lipid layer of your skin, which is your protective layer, and also kind of helps regulate oil production, so it's excellent for those of you guys who are also dealing with acne and the hyperpigmentation that usually comes after. Next we have vitamin C, which is one of the biggest players when it comes to evening out your skin tone or dealing with dark spots or hyperpigmentation, and it's also a potent antioxidant, so that's why you'll see a lot of products having vitamin C in it because it's actually very good for your skin. Now the next two ingredients, I purposely kind of left them for the end because there is some controversy when it comes to these two ingredients, meaning it really works for some people and other people just, it's like a big no. First one being coconut oil. Now coconut oil is excellent for your health, it's excellent for your hair, that's how I use it. And a lot of people will actually use it to treat acne, but I've also read a lot of people having issues with coconut oil causing breakouts and acne. I actually had a close friend that she put coconut oil on her skin and had a terrible reaction to it. So again, this is kind of one of those things, if you want to try it out, definitely proceed with caution and make sure that you're not applying too much of it before you know how it's going to interact with your skin. My next kind of controversial ingredient is benzoyl peroxide, and this is something you can get at the drugstore, Target, or wherever you do your shopping. And benzoyl peroxide is actually known to kill bacteria, and bacteria is mainly what is the cause for acne. But you should also use it in lower concentrations, again, until you know how your skin can tolerate it because it can cause some skin irritation. But for some people, I've read that benzoyl peroxide is like a miracle to them, like cured their acne, and then other people, it just seems to be ineffective. So again, it's gonna be different for everyone. I mean, that's just kind of the nature of skincare. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this style of video. It's a little bit different, but I wanted to give you guys a very information-dense type of video and just touch on some ingredients you can look out for next time you go shopping for skincare products when you're trying to deal with your acne. Obviously, I didn't get into every little tidbit of every ingredient because I just felt like that would be too much. I just wanted to touch on the ingredients and just give you guys the cheat sheet version. So yeah. Again, let's go and open up the discussion down in the comments section below, whether you want to talk about and share your experience with some of the ingredients I've shared, or you have some of your own personal favorites. I'm sure everyone would love to read about it, and I know I would, so definitely leave that down below. And as always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!